going to be watching Food Games Part 1 and, spoiler, Part 2. So, I hope that we have some laughs, some gaffs, some giggles, and enjoy the JonTron video. Let's go! Oh! Bum, 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 bum. Does it look like I'm walking? Hi. Howdy. Good day we're having. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I know the guy on the right. He's famous. But who's the guy on the left? Is he Raisin Bran Randy? I have no idea.
Yeah, hi. I'm calling about the Thanksgiving turkey I ordered this season. Yeah, well, the first of many problems is it doesn't appear to be a turkey at all.
What?
Yeah, this thing's still alive and kicking.
They're gonna eat gold chips!
All right, it was walking around doing its business like it's got a report to file on Monday.
Oh, look! Did you see that back there? Okay, I have something to admit, but don't be freaked out.
Kicking.
I thought I saw a wiener, but it's the Spider-Man plug-and-play console. He keeps everything.
All right, it was walking around doing its business like it's got a report to file on Monday. No, you be careful with that. Well, that's my priceless, vaguely adult Macaulay Culkin head bust. Oh,
no!
That's just wonderful. And what exactly am I supposed to worship now? I don't know what you'd expect me to do. Deal with this myself? I can't deal with something myself. Come on, this is America. Yeah, of course I got the brick. What are you talking about?
I mean, he should have the Supreme Brick. I think he got Supreme Brick money. Also, Garfield phone? I love Garfield. I also love Miku Garfield. So cute.
Oh. Dine with me,
delicious.
newfound horse friend. Oh, what? You don't like it? Huh? Come on, there are starving equine out there this Thanksgiving. You should know better, really.
I don't know how I feel about this beast.
Quiet, you. You're just jealous of the new cute critter in the house, all right? And I ain't talking about myself. Definitely not objectively. I was rated #1 ugliest man in the privacy of his own house.
Oh, wait, that's really sad. Did they just have, like, drones going around everybody's house and rating you from ugly to ugliest? Please close your blinds and invest in very nice curtains. Are cheeseburgers making you fat? When I was a kid, my mom tried to convince me that cheeseburgers and pizza were healthy. I think every American child goes through that.
Like, what is the point of this magazine? What a blessed Thanksgiving. Oh my God, there's a horse in my house! Maybe Thanksgiving is a little gruesome after all. I think we need something to...
Wait, this is a Thanksgiving special! Oh my God, I didn't even know that. I just really like food games, so I was interested, but... Dang!
Wash over these hard facts of life with. You know, like a big old clown. What slaughterhouses? Look at the clown! Look at the hamburglar! He stole the chicken nuggets! It always comes back to entertainment.
I feel like I have to mention this since the chicken nuggets came up. If anybody in chat eats the skin and throws away the actual good bits in the middle of the chicken nugget, I'm mad at you. Do better.
Since the dawn of time, companies have been trying to find the most insidious of ways to get in between your brain's folds. To lay an idea that'll hatch one day. An idea you probably thought was yours. But actually, it was this guy's. Well, you really want this guy coming up with your ideas? He looks like he owns slaves. So that's why when video games hit the scene in the early 80s, companies were all over it. Just shelling out money indiscriminately to plaster their mugs all over the place, wherever they could. Oh my God, so greedy, so soulless. It stands to taint the holiday. But really, come on. Thanksgiving is about being thankful and grateful for all the wonderful amenities we have in the US of A. And at the end of the day, what's more American than food, entertainment, and commercialism? All rolled right into one tight package.
I used to be the world's biggest Christmas hater. Because I hated having to get everybody presents and feeling like I was gonna disappoint them because I was poor. But now I don't have any friends in real life. So I don't have to worry about that, and I enjoy Christmas!
It's beautiful. One of the earliest examples of advertising in games is Burger King's very own Whopper chase for C64.
Whoa, wait, they already had a game before? I think the only Burger King game I know is I think there was a Burger King racing game. For some reason, it's really in the back of my head, but I might be wrong.
That's right, a full 19 years before the king creeped out the world by storm. Strangely, this game is Spain only. It was also programmed by Jesus. Many a long workday was had by Jesus. You can hear him typing away in his Nazareth mud hut. It stars you as the Whopper.
Can you imagine Jesus being your tech support?
Shoot your leftover mayonnaise supply out at various creeps that I can only assume want to take a bite out of you because you're so goddamn delicious. Why's the chef an enemy here? A little late, dude. Throwing knives isn't gonna do much now. What are these things? Is that a pickle? Is that a tomato or apple? What reason would they have to attack me? There's not much to this game, and it certainly doesn't make me want to buy a Whopper. Nice try, guys, but I'm not that easily fooled.
Honestly, I'm not buying a Whopper anyway. No game or anything at all could make me do that.
Some companies even tried to package the game with the product. Probably the most famous example being Chex Quest, a Doom clone involving green goo and a television remote control. Good job on this one, guys.
Was there another game that came in a cereal box? For some reason, I feel that happening too. Maybe it was Reese's Puffs? I might have made that up.
Okay, but let's cut the crap and be honest. We're all really here for the 53 Hours of America Online. That's the real shit, baby! Give it to me! And of course, we can't forget the second greatest cereal hit, Cap'n Crunch's Crunchling Adventure.
I love Captain Crunch. I don't care that it tears up the top of my mouth like crazy. The peanut butter Captain Crunch got me through so much!
I don't know about this guy, Captain Crunch. He doesn't strike me as being a very responsible person, putting grody-ass CDs in children's cereals. And come on, this guy's always bursting through walls and shit. Who's gonna pay for that? What are you the captain of? What's your rank? Captain, be careful, you're gonna hit somebody!
John Hi! Before we get started, you need to choose the Crunchling you will raise and train.
What?
Yes.
Wait, we get a kid? Wait, this is early duck life. Maybe you can teach them to run and fly and then they compete in, like, the Olympics?
Captain, which one of these mighty strong slave creatures should I purchase with my sack of crunch shekels? Which one will scream the least when I bite his succulent head?
On the next screen, you'll give your Crunchling a name.
You want me to name it? Well, I don't want to get too attached to the poor thing. Just put his name as non-applicable. Blast him with some colored piss and we'll be on our way.
You're gonna raise the best Crunchling athlete ever.
Guys, I know everybody thinks their baby is beautiful, but that is one ugly baby.
Crunchlings need lots of praise, as well as plenty of Cap'n Crunch cereal.
Yeah, lots of Cap'n Crunch to keep their bones from developing. You wouldn't want them to be, too quick and nimble so they could escape this little dungeon you keep them in. Okay, let's see here. What do I pull on this? That's all.
Whoa. This is like the same graphics as there's this one game where you used to shoot purple goop out, and then the purple goop would go onto cakes, and then you would sell the cakes, I think, or shoot them off the line.
All you do, you just feed him Captain Crunch that falls from the ceiling when you pull a lever? What
like
is this, a Quaker Oats wet dream?
How do I get one of those? Oh!
This game is really weird. You're just the caretaker of this Crunchling monster. It's got a food and happiness meter, which you can raise by feeding it one of 3 types of Captain Crunch cereal.
Oh,
and
it is duck
tickling
life.
it? I'm not sure.
Why do I have to tickle my son? Should I use my tentacle? Boo me, boo me!
Sure what the end goal is here. I assume to train it for a gladiatorial Crunchling event where it will attempt to bathe in the blood of its rivals, as seen here by the 3 training stats of speed, jumping, and strength. In the first minigame, you throw rocks at other rocks while a dinosaur in the background perpetually forgets why it's standing there. Wow, this is a lot of hard work. I wonder how much training we got out of that. Hold on, let me just see here.
That's it?
Let's just get a little closer. That's all the progress I made?
This is gonna take forever. You're telling me my new 9 to 5 is spamming Captain Crunch minigames?
Tiny Tim of a goddamn tick? Walking around on crutches and shit about to expire in early death from polio? How many times am I expected to play that minigame to level the stat up? You'd better win a lifetime supply of Captain Crunch for beating this.
Anything could happen in this crazy place.
Whoa, we're at Six Flags! Also, I think that every time you hear a sweepstakes, I think when they say you get something for life, like Captain Crunch for life, I think it's normally like limited, right? Like, so it's 1 box of Captain Crunch every week for like 10 years, maybe? I don't know, you gotta read the fine print.
But it always happens backwards. You're going to race against this turtle on your skateboard.
What?
Of madness is this? Wow, truly crazy place. It's so crazy it even has a roller coaster in the background. This game is complete bullshit. You're supposed to beat the turtle, but he's just like the most immaculate racer of all time.
How is he so
you hit
good?
anything, even one thing, you can't recover. So what, I mess up once, the turtle's fucking gone? He's just out of there. What can I say? The captain, he expects perfection. That's nice, Captain. But oh, that time you fucked up and your cereal was just all berries? Huh? I still bought that shit.
And what's wrong with berries? Nothing, I'll tell you.
I didn't criticize you for it. You even gave it a sarcastic name. How soon we forget. Also, for some reason, there's a Gatorade ad inside this ad. Very effective.
They're paying for product placement in a product placement game. Product placementception?
But not all companies were so sneaky about this. Some tried to sell you their
Adception! That's better.
own advertising outright. Take, for example, Yoshinoya for PS2.
Oh! Dude, I'm not gonna glaze this too much, but I love Yoshinoya. Oh my god. I guess for YouTube indies, I'm gonna be in Japan for like a month. I'm probably gonna be 90% beef bowl.
Is this a video game or the restaurant's smallest branch? Yes, I'd like 1 beef bowl and a small Coke, please. I would have ordered large, but I am to believe you do not carry that size here. It's a Japan-only game, and the goal is to play as a minimum wage worker at a Yoshinoya beef bowl branch.
Ooh, banger though?
Really? Couldn't I have at least been the boss? How
He's
is this
kinda
even supposed to make me want
cute.
to buy more Yoshinoya? The game's not even free, you have to buy it. Mash square to pay off your student loans. Now those are all...
How do you think you would feel seeing simulator games now? I love having a fake job online. I will play every single simulator as soon as it drops.
Great, but I'm sure what all you want to see is how a true titan of a company would market their game.
Ooh.
And you will not be disappointed. Oh yeah, I'm talking clowns, okay? Clowns everywhere. I've got to say, I don't know how they've gotten away with using a clown as their mascot for so long. Because Ronald McDonald does not make me want to eat a hamburger.
I agree. Somebody needs to make a 3-hour video essay on why they still use him. Like, maybe they could make him more sexy. I don't know, they could make him like an anime girl with big booba and like long ponytails. I think I'm just describing Hatsune Miku. I don't know, do they still use him? There's better mascots, right? They have like I like Grimace. I think Grimace is cute. What about the Hamburglar? He's kind of a vibe.
He makes me want to call the police.
Oh shit, wait! Guys, this is like ancient knowledge for old people. What was the name of that old meme where Ronald McDonald would jump up and down and do a bunch of movements over and over and over again, and it was like on Nico Nico Doga? Do you know what I'm talking about?
You want to eat a hamburger. He makes me want to call the police. Come on. Ain't you hungry?
Yeah.
Ain't you hungry yet? First, let's look at Mick Kids for the NES.
Okay.
Huh. Is it Mick Kids or MC Kids? This is the 80s. Anything was possible.
Oh!
The game starts off.
Listen, I have to emotionally recover from that.
with 2 kids reading a story in a tent. Ronald, what's going on with you, dude? You need a haircut or something? A facelift? Something's off with you. Go get it fixed, please.
I think he looks
was
kinda
showing off his
cute.
magic bag at a picnic in the meadow when all of a sudden... I don't think you have to finish this story. I have a feeling I already know how it ends. Ronald, come on! Tuck away the magic bag back in your pants, all right? Nobody needs to see that. Take your meds. Help, help. The Hamburglar has run off with my magic bag.
Is he not exceedingly tall? He's the size of a house. This is like Attack on Titan, but with giant Ronald McDonald.
Please help us get it back? The fuck? Get it yourself, you creep! Would you look at yourself? You're a hunched-over grown man clown asking a child to help you get your bag back. Back off!
Yeah!
Search the levels of my clubhouse and retrieve at least 4 of my puzzle cards.
Is this
Ronald,
Saw Trap?
What are you, 46? You can't go around telling kids to scavenge through your clubhouse. This game is now promoting children helping strangers and then going into said strangers' private abode for the promise of a trade of a tasty hamburger.
Dude, this is kind of like a lore drop, so don't be scared. But I remember when I was a kid, my sister and I were riding bikes and we were going to the park. And this guy pulled up in his truck and he said, hey, you 2 little kids, do you want to ride home? And I was like, oh, no, I'm not doing that because I was told not to. So I said no. And then my sister goes, yeah, sure. What? I literally was in shock. I turned around, I was like, what are you doing?
I don't see anything wrong with that if you don't. If you come back to my house with 4 cards, I will show you how to get to Birdie's house. Is Birdie one of your backroom girls, Ronald?
Whoa!
When's the last time she's seen her parents, huh? You're a sick, twisted clown. It's so bizarre, isn't it? The games used to be used for marketing.
Oh yeah, wait, I'm sorry. I should have ended. I should have told you guys. Yes, we both got home. Yes, she's alive. I'm sorry.
Purposes like this, it fell out of style because it clearly doesn't work. It's too, I don't know, heavy-handed. I mean, get real already. We're not sheep. I mean,
Yeah, it insists upon itself.
it's not as if this game would make me want to order a delicious McDonald's hamburger which has the perfect blend of crispy lettuce, meaty tomatoes, a patty sizzled to perfection, and all topped off with one perfectly crunchy pickle.
No, this is my McDonald's order. I don't really go to McDonald's that much, honestly. I'm not really a big McDonald's head. But just quarter pounder, only cheese, nothing else. That's it. Or maybe McChicken. But now the McChicken is so expensive, it's not worth it.
Well, that's ridiculous. I'm 2 steps ahead of you, McDonald's. Your mind games aren't going to work on me.
They got to
Can you pass
him!
the ketchup? You can't have a burger without ketchup. Okay, first level, Ronald's Clubhouse. The Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Might want to work on that name. This one is a direct ripoff of Mario World in terms of its assets and structure. But
How do you get away with that legally? Is it because it's like, could it be classified as parody to just copy an entire game but then put your own stuff in it?
not so much the gameplay itself. That's pretty weird considering this was a high-profile commercial production. Okay, beat that level. Got that one. Got that one. And
Oh, okay. So if it's like on their platform, it's fine then. But if this was on like the Soldier Boy console, they would get sued.
we're good. Moving on. Huh. What's going on? I can't seem to move on to the next world. Is this all there is? Oh, that's right. I gotta get Ronald's dirty cards to advance. But I can't find them. Shouldn't they be easier to
Yeah.
find given that this is the first level? What about this one up here? I don't know how I'm supposed to get it. Am I supposed to throw a block at it? No, that didn't do it.
Throw the block, jump on top of the block, grab it while you're jumping, throw it back up, jump on it again with the velocity that you made jumping off the block the first time. This is way too complicated for children.
Huh, maybe if I stack this block here and... Okay, I'll go get another one. Bring it back. Oh, okay. The other one's gone. Whatever, this game...
He said no and left. Yeah, this is a McKaizo.
sucks.
Whoa!
Oh! What is that about? I touch one
He
benign thing in the
BLSS.
level, it sends me all the way back? I could have gone out and bought another game in the time it took that to transpire.
Dang!
Then we have Mick and Mac Global Gladiators for the Sega Genesis. Other than the random golden arches pasted everywhere, I'm not really sure about the relation to McDonald's on this one.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Oh, shit!
What? That's a hell of a soundtrack to start us off. So, as always, the scene is set at the local McDonald's branch. Two
Okay.
kids, who I'm assuming are Mick and Mac, respectively, are seated at the table reading about what they call Global Gladiators.
Baldwin, thank you for gifting TQ! Giving it a great name, the Trevor Buffett and TQ, thank you, thank you, thank you!
Are Mick and Mac, respectively, are seated at the table reading about what they call Global Gladiators, who apparently they want to become. Yeah, being a gladiator would be a blast.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm not sure, actually.
Awesome.
I feel like a...
Whoa! He looks so creepy. Get away from the children!
putting words in my mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, so you admit it. Hey, guys, if you're looking for a blast...
Oh, no, no, no!
This!
Oh, what? He put them in the Shadow Realm? He's that powerful? What about
have you
their
done, Ron?
parents?
They were but children. You're gonna throw these kids into a gladiator world because what, they were thinking about it?
They got Mickey say God.
Every kid says he wants to be an astronaut. What are you gonna do? Throw him into space? You know, I could have bought 10 of these, Ronald, but I only went with 4 because I'm not supporting your reckless habits. Okay, turns out I bought 15. But my point is, you're a real monster. I don't agree with your ethics.
Honestly, how many single cheeseburgers from McDonald's do you think you could actually eat? Let me know in the comments. I could maybe tank like 10. I mean, they're kind of small. Like, if you just think about it, I could maybe eat 10. That's probably like my limit. 15 in this economy. 5? 5 seems a little light. Maybe like 6 or 7.
Like I said, the only McDonald's branding on the whole thing is just the M in the corner. McDonald's corporate must have just really liked this game. Also, the game is very enthused to be paused. What a sound effect. The gameplay on this is actually way cooler than you'd expect.
That looks fun.
If you took the McDonald's branding off it, you'd have a legitimate game here. Okay, another one for Genesis. What am I...
I swear to God, I thought he was butt booty naked. I thought he had his McDoubles out. Why is his pants the same color as his skin tone? David, thank you! I might be revoking Kamiyoshi status if you do that again. I won't. I'm sorry. I was baiting you. I was farming.
Been looking at here. McDonald's Treasureland Adventure. Weird.
Whoa, it's rainbow. I mean, this looks like Sonic. I thought Sonic had cherry limeades, not this.
That's some batshit fruity shit there. I wasn't even aware Ronald McDonald had magic.
I'd like to imagine that his sparkle blast goes into your eyeballs and you're permanently blinded for life.
This is official? It looks like a ROM hack. Ugh, it's so wrong.
Is that a Furby?
Hey, maybe you could have saved up some of that fairy dust to help cure all the early onset type 2 diabetes you helped create. Yes, eat McDonald. Am real human. Am not faceless robot corporation. Am have real feelings too.
Yeah.
Okay, one last McDonald's game to show you. Donald, no magical world for Game Gear. Ronald is always cheerful and happy. Oh, is that what that emotion is?
Oh.
But a strange incident happened one day. It
What?
all started when Grimace found a strange-looking box. I'm surprised Grimace got out of bed
Jumanji?
this day. He's looking pretty checked out.
Nah, don't make fun of my goat. He's a blob and he loves it. Let him be.
When did you find that box, asks Ronald, the deadness on his eyes piercing Grimace's heart. It's going to explode, isn't it? First off, Grimace, a bit late there.
Who is this?
You're inviting me
He's like a Mario Party host.
to enjoy the magical world? But what if I don't want to?
Yeah.
Can you find the exit? Have a nice trip.
Dang! More saw traps? What are they doing?
Are you Jigsaw? There's not even for sure an exit in there? Yeah, good luck finding your way out. Hope there's not too much broken glass in there. What's with this trend of McDonald's games and people being thrown into magical worlds against their will? It's sadistic. Perhaps it's an allegory for our own lack of ability to resist the...
I think you guys were right. Why does he always look empreg? He's always wearing that maternity bit.
tasty confections of our fast food overlords, our biological drive to endlessly dine on the sultry and salty goodness of a perfectly cooked burger. Well, I think we're more than that, personally. I mean, we have more than just a base drive as a species. I mean, I'd like to think of us as a dignified and... Food. I need more food. Oh, Grimbo.
He's
Bring
already
me more
out?
food. Johnny is hungry. Johnny is hungry.
What? Where did you come from? How did he capture Asmongold?
Obey, Grimbo. Obey. Bad Grimbo. No curses, Grimbo. Go get Filet-O-Fish. Get Filet-O-Fish. Go get it. Good.
I'm so sorry, I have to pause. How is this real? What is going on?
Good Grimbo. Grimbo lives another day.
Grimbo has whiter teeth than me. Did he spit in there?
Wait, what happened? I feel like I blacked out for some time there. What is this, food? Huh? Could be.
And don't you worry, we will continue. But let's see what
This
he has to say.
episode was sponsored by the awesome people at Crunchyroll.
What?
Crunchyroll is a true-to-life premium anime streaming experience. You
Did they watch the end of the video?
can't get better. Ad-free, 1080p, professionally subtitled, and episodes going up as soon as 1 hour after they air in Japan. Hot damn, that's fast.
Honestly, this is gonna be old people yap for just a second. But I remember when you would have to like stalk websites for freaking fan subs, and then you had the hope that they were good at it.
Please do yourselves a favor and go to crunchyroll.com/JonTron or just click the link in the description to grab your free 30-day trial now. Come on, that translates to like 30 days of mobile.
Ooh, wait. Isn't this the Gundam with the awesome soundtrack? I'm pretty sure one of the songs is on my gym playlist.
Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. Well, let me tell you, those are some orphans you don't want to with. I'm scared of those orphans. So, I hope you all enjoy Crunchyroll as much as I do. See ya, and thanks for watching.
Yay! Okay, we're going to the next one. Yeah, it survived, said the prophet. Yes, you're right. I love pixels.
JonTron.
JonTron.
Last time on JonTron.
Oh!
Drama.
Is that the Halo guy?
I'm sorry.
The only doctor I visit regularly is Dr. Pepper, so let's figure out what's going on.
We've lost the baby.
What?
No, I mean like we've literally lost. We
Oh,
can't
he's
find him.
gone?
He's gone.
This is the most confusing episode of Grey's Anatomy I've ever seen.
Romance.
God damn it! I love you!
What do you mean you love me? Why would you say that?
Playing hard to get, are you?
Oh.
Action.
Is this Riz?
You don't
What?
want to miss this. Stay tuned for more of JonTron.
Wait, hold on. I don't remember any of that happening.
I don't
That
either.
is not what happened in the last episode. What I do remember is that we played a ton of games based on fast
that
food marketing
happened.
campaigns. But if you thought we were done, oh how wrong you were. Next on
That
the
looked like
list, the
pee.
Noid.
Oh! Is this the Domino's mascot? I don't think they use him anymore. I think he's from Domino's.
This was one of the strangest marketing campaigns
He's
of
so
all time
ugly.
for Domino's Pizza. What a
Yeah, and like, I don't want to be annoying because, you know, as soon as I say this, people in chat are going to be like, oh, Japan good. But I like how Japan has cute mascots. Like, why can't everybody just be adorable?
exactly did they think this would do for their brand?
If you've ever gotten cold pizza, or squashed pizza, or pizza that just wasn't right,
One time I got annoyed the
Ew.
pepperonis didn't come on my delivery pizza that I forgot to put them on.
comes to ruin your pizza.
Well then,
What?
he just sounds like a bad guy to hang around then. doesn't
Wait, so his lore is he's an evil man that tries to mess up the pizzas? Is he the reason they started putting that little table in the middle of the pizza so it doesn't get crushed? Is that like a Noid deterrent?
he?
But at Domino's Pizza, we avoid the Noid.
Is this really a testament to the pizza or the
Oh.
box it's packaged in?
Yeah.
I don't know what the appeal was here, but apparently he was popular enough to get his own game.
What?
Not gonna tip on this delivery.
Honestly, he kind of reminds me of like a rabbit. Not like human, but like the Raymond rabbits.
The game starts off with a Yo! Noid update. Wild creatures led by Mr. Green are assailing New York City. Well, that don't sound too good.
Yeah, that's horrible.
The mayor knows that only the Noid has the power to stop them.
What?
The mayor. Spelled M-A-Y-E-R, huh? I'll
John Mayer?
assume he's referring to John Mayer. Yes, very popular in the Yonoid universe for because of how much he looks like a big pepperoni.
Yeah.
Using his super yo-yo and other inventions, he will try.
He may not succeed, but he's gonna try his best. Honestly, everybody should live that lifestyle.
That's it? He will try? Well, that's all you could ask of somebody, isn't it?
Yeah!
Yes, the very accurate map of New York City we've got here. Of course, pictured after a devastating nuclear holocaust has ravaged the world and grass and weeds have consumed the lands. Hey, but at least Trump Tower still survived.
I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. I came into Manhattan.
Oh, God. This is the alternate universe where Trump wins, isn't it?
Alternate universe? 9 years ago?
This first level here is already excruciating. The perspective on the water is all out of whack. It's completely disorienting. Sometimes you think you'll land on the wood, but you'll just touch the water and die. Or some fish will come up from beneath you and fuck your shit up.
How come no video game character can swim? Like, do they not teach that in video game school?
no checkpoints, so you have to do each level in one beautiful run. It's hard. Welcome to the pizza eating contest.
Ooh, I would destroy this!
Oh boy, I think I can win this one.
Yeah, that's what I said! Look, he's got the good shit, too. That's like the foldable pizza. You know that slaps. Oh. Is he lactose?
Way too much to the pizza.
Why is my video descript? Oh, sorry. Wait, why is it doing that? Okay, sorry.
Oh, it hurts. Ouch. Way too much to the pizza.
Aww.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts real bad.
The area champ.
You know, the other day, I had a tummy ache, and I streamed anyway. I am a strong, independent woman.
Champion goes first, huh? The fuck does that mean? After the end of each level, you get to this strange card game thing. Apparently the pink guy's the area champion? I don't really understand the rules at all.
Joji?
How many pizzas do I want? But what kind of question is that? Give me them all! From what I can gather, you just pick a bigger number than he picks. And whoever picks the bigger number wins the battle. The first to fill his pizza meter down here wins overall. Pizza meter. I said pizza meter. Don't forget that, ever. Tell that to your kids. Tell that to your grandchildren. So it's just luck, I guess. Why would you ever pick the smaller number?
Would you say this game, since they're eating pizzas versus each other, is a slice of life?
Hee hee, I creamed.
Ew! Forget everything I said! That is disgusting!
Yeah, okay, just as long as it's not on my delivery guy. Isn't that overdoing it? Hey, you're the one that's the supposed champion of this shit. You're the one making me do it. Oh, I get it now. I need to eat a pizza because I'm having a fucking panic attack over here. I got a stress eat. Chester Cheetah also had his own game way back when. Chester.
Ooh, okay, to be real though, he's kind of got aura. Like, look at him. He's kind of cool.
Cheetah, too cool to fool.
And if you've ever had their Halloween, it's like bag of bones. Try the bag of bones. It's so good.
Oh, God. Why he moves so slow? Is that some sort of joke? He's a cheetah.
Yeah.
I think this is the slowest video game character of all time. I mean, the turtle is faster. But to be fair, he is on roller skates, so it's not really
That's
a fair
not fair.
fight.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the actual speed of a cheetah who's been fed an exclusive diet of Cheetos his entire life.
When's the last time I actually had Cheetos, though? I had, like, the Cheeto Puffs. Wait, I look like him now! Thank you, forever did that. We're, like, totally matching.
Music, too. It just gets in your head, man. If you want to run, which is still not fast, by the way. If you could believe it, it might be slower. You gotta hold down a button, and then he's like, I'm gonna do it. He doesn't even do it right away. It's the most unsatisfying, anticlimactic thing ever. But at least I can hump the ground in a pipe, in a cave, pipe.
Oh! He's getting freaky! Can we see Tony the Tiger do that instead?
Can't get to the exit, but I can do this. Yeah, you might touching this. Come back when you're older, Daddy-O.
Hey, what about the Kool-Aid Man? He's kind of interesting. Does he have any games? I could have sworn I had something around here, but I thought I misplaced it.
That was out of the... What?
Yeah. Here's your game, buddy.
What are these celebrity appearances?
Your Kool-Aid game here, man. Here you go.
Holy
I'm the Kool-Aid guy, yeah.
Dude, and this was when H3 was peak, right? 9 years ago? Oh my God, when did Vape Nation come out?
There it is.
Oh, thanks.
No problem, buddy. Hey, did you want some Kool-Aid before I left, dude?
Yeah, okay.
You want to try a little Kool-Aid?
Okay.
Punch me in the liver, dude.
What?
Punch me in the fucking liver.
I don't want it.
Dude, Vape Nation came out 9 years ago? Holy crap. Dude, if I was watching JonTron 9 years ago, my brain would have just exploded watching this. Oh, no.
Man, I said just once, man. Oh.
That was fucked up. All right, this is Kool-Aid Man for the Atari.
What was the budget? $2?
I'm gonna remember this moment for the rest of my life. In this, you play as a jug of Kool-Aid, I guess.
I will say, I grew up drinking a lot of Kool-Aid. My mom made Kool-Aid all the time. I like the purple Kool-Aid. That's my favorite. I'm experienced, okay? And when I used to get Lunchables in school, what I would do is they would come with a Kool-Aid packet, and instead of putting it in the water, I would just eat the whole thing.
If you touch any of these cherry bomb guys, your pitcher goes all around the goddamn place, bouncing from wall to wall. But occasionally, the cherry bombs stop to take a diabetic, sugar-lined piss, and then for some reason at that point, you can collect them?
Okay.
Huh? What? I can't move anymore. The darkest night has only just begun. I have no idea what just happened. The game just stopped. I mean, I'm at a real loss. It just went black and stopped. I'm not even trying to make a joke here. Can anyone make sense of this? I know it's an old game, but it's not even trying to be coherent.
I think it's supposed to be like the DVD logo, and when it hits the corner, you go to the next level. That would be my guess.
So I'll fill you in. Apparently what's happening here is that below all of this is a body of water. Very obvious, I know. That these guys, known as thirsties, are sucking up through straws. Yeah, those are straws, I guess. Not sure what the multicolored thing is about, but hey, like I said, this was 1983. Anything was possible. They elected Ronald Reagan, and he was pictured at least several times with a chimpanzee. He ran the United States, so was also in the feature film Bedtime for Bonzo, you know. You can only collect these guys if they're drinking the water. If the water goes down all the way, you lose. Truth be told, I don't know why I didn't buy this game twice. Up next, the California Raisins. Also known as one of the most terrifying commercial campaigns to ever grace the United States.
He's a California Raisin? Oh my God! They're kinda ugly. Why do they look like that?
States. They made Michael Jackson a dried fruit. The king of pop, they've made him a sun-bleached grape.
What?
Now, you may not even have known this game existed, but that's because it technically doesn't. This game was fully finished and then never released. The few real copies of it that do exist are held in very high value, so I happen to have a reproduction card here. It starts up with this nice splash.
I kind of like collection stuff like that. Just like really, really old games that a lot of people didn't get. They also do that with stuffed animals sometimes, and I think there's something that has to do with, do you guys, actually, I'm just gonna draw it because I think it'll explain it a little bit better. Here, give me a second. Tell me if you can guess what game this is. Okay, wait. Or not game. I think, yeah. Tell me what game you think this is. It's like a fish. And then he has like a human face. What game is this? Seaman! Yes, I think this game has a really big plushie that came out that is really rare and very expensive. Also, do you like my drawing of semen? Thank you. I didn't know. Okay, wait a second. Also, thank you so much, Kova! The raisins were claymation. Oh, wait! Okay, I'm not saying that ads do it, but it really does. Like, I think claymation is so cool.
Flash screen? Oh, okay.
Okay, them being claymation is actually pretty badass.
There's some Judge Raisins on a stand. CalRab? What does that mean? Is that short for California Raisins Band?
I think
If so, why is it on the Judge stand? Do they own the state? The story here is that the California Raisins have been kidnapped along with all their music, but, did you save an MP3 somewhere? You could just, burn a couple on a disc, then it's not lost anymore.
I miss burning discs, man. I had so many that I burned with so many Vocaloid songs when I was a kid that I had one of those giant little binders that you could go through whenever you got in your car.
In this game, you apparently attack by scooping a piece of your stomach out and throwing it at the enemy. By the end of this level, there won't be much of them left. It plays pretty close to what you'd expect from a platformer from this era. I mean, it's not great, but I don't see why it was cancelable.
It's definitely not grape. Because it's a raisin?
I mean, they already spent all the money on making it. There's dead ends on practically every level, which is really annoying. But the bosses are pretty cool, I guess.
Whoa! He kind of has a cool design. That looks awesome.
I think it's cool subjective, really.
Yeah.
God has forsaken us!
He was kind of cool,
that was the
too.
last boss. I put him out of his...
He does a little moonwalk when he wins? Okay, never mind. I totally changed my opinion on the raisins.
Misery. I don't know if all this was worth it, guys. Congratulate...
Oh, never mind. I love it. Congratulations.
Ooh, okay. When you beat the game, it says congratulations. And it was worth it.
Yeah!
All right, here's a more straightforward one. Pepsi Invaders. It's just Space Invaders, but for Pepsi? Oh, but wait a second. Up there it says Coke. So who's this game supposed to advertise for? Coke or Pepsi? Well, wait a sec. Coke wins? But this is before the game even starts. I didn't do anything. This is irrelevant to the matter at hand. This is just a statement.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Gallagher?
So you're shooting Pepsi as Coke. You're destroying them. Very subtle, guys. After some research, I found out that, unsurprisingly, this is an altered version of Space Invaders.
Oh, Space
But it was
Invaders,
commissioned
that's
by
what I was thinking of.
Coca-Cola themselves for their 1983 sales convention. In some circles, the game is just referred to as Coke Wins. Probably a reference to that. Nice one, guys. Classy. I'm sure everyone was very impressed.
I kind of like it when the girls fight.
Can you imagine them putting this up on a big screen at a convention? I mean, how insecure you gotta be? There were only about 125 copies made total.
Whoa,
Nowadays, they can
very
go up
rare.
for $1,300 or more.
How much do you think this costs today? I'm just gonna look it up because I love spending money. Coke wins game buy. Take a guess, take a guess, take a guess. I actually do it. Oh. Wait, this is... Okay, can I say something? Last time we were on stream, somebody put a link of a girl's feet on eBay. And it was girl foot anime desk mat. And now all of my eBay listings are anime women with their feet out. You actually cursed me. I just see 900 pictures of feet underneath of this. Lucky you. I am never looking up the price of something ever again on stream. Also, it was like $900.
Whoa, here she comes.
Ah, the pee is coming!
Wait, what? If you wait for the pee to come down and kill you, it just never does. What can I say, guys? You have such a superior product that Pepsi can't even win when it wins.
Armor
Coke wins! Fuck you, Pepsi! Fuck your mother in your own bed! Okay, Coke, we get it. You had your chance. Let's see how a tasteful company like Pepsi would market their product.
Well, now we're getting into some deep shit. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Also, what? 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 What?
Believe it or not, what you just witnessed was not the confiscated home
He's here!
videotape of a serial killer's mad ramblings.
He has a huge butt. How much you think he squat?
It was an official cutscene from Pepsi's own official PlayStation 1 classic,
Whoa!
Pepsi Man.
Whoa! hear you talk about Pepsi Man all the time, but I've never actually seen him. This is kind of aura. Look at the way he points. That looks awesome.
I mean, look at this. This is how it really starts from moment one. It looks like a snuff film or something. As puzzling as it is, Pepsi made the choice to include all this live-action footage as part of the game. The game was Japan exclusive, but all the cutscenes take place in Los Angeles, California with this guy.
So there's Pepsi Man, and then what's the other guy? Long Man? Is he the guy who goes long? That was horrible. I think you know what I'm talking about.
OG Shoe Nice over here. He speaks English too. He's subtitled in Japanese. Look, I even found the exact corner he's on here in the city of Inglewood. Represent. Let's get together and make this a hollowed site, huh? Put up a monument or two.
Yeah.
It looks like this guy left such a legacy, he ran the whole block out of business.
Oh
Except
my
for that
God.
El Pollo Loco, of course, because let's face it, everybody need the crazy chicken. Hey, what are you seeing there? Actually, don't tell me. I want to keep that part of myself intact.
You're doing pretty good.
That doesn't mean much coming from you. In this world, everyone relies on Pepsi Man to solve their problems by restocking Pepsi machines. Yeah, okay, checks out.
I gotta call the vending machine ahead. Ran out of Pepsi.
Is that his song? Pepsi Man? That is cool!
And I was just on my way there.
Oh my God, that's like real desperation in that man's voice. He sounds like his family's been taken hostage.
Why Japanese subtitles? I think he said that it was made in Japan, right? But they like based it in America because America cool.
Whoa, okay, this is crazy.
He's just killing Americans?
I can't believe I've never heard of this. You run through the streets and even people's homes while collecting Pepsi cans and dodging Pepsi trucks and other
That looked like the ending of Weapons.
obstacles. The comedic timing here is great. It's very Japanese. I don't know, though. There's just something unsettling about this. It's got a Truman Show thing going on.
This is cool.
There's no music, and everything in this world is Pepsi. They live, they die for Pepsi. Pepsi is the currency, but Pepsi is also the enemy. Pepsi stops us, but it keeps us going, too. Pepsi is the hero and the villain. The good and the bad, the yin and the yang. One thing cannot be wholly good or wholly evil.
True.
That would be naive and unrealistic to assume. Yes, even our corporate titans have a crack in their facade. Well, their logo, it makes so much sense now. The blue represents the Pepsi, and the red represents the Pepsi. And the white represents an intricate inside job carried out by reptilians.
Wait, give me a second. I gotta think of this. Wait. Well, not that.
And the white represents an intricate inside job carried out by
Wait, give me a second. This is gonna take me 1 second. Wait.
reptilians. Pepsi
Oh, my
hung on a
fellow
cross.
Argonians.
He died for your sins. He was then jabbed in the side with a spear by the
No,
Romans.
he's gonna squirt everywhere!
And a miracle. What came out was Pepsi. And the Roman soldier, he drank from the Pepsi and he said, well, objectively, I just prefer Coke. And then, 3 days later, the Pepsi was flat. Everything's going dark. Well, Grimbo, bring me a cold one.
Hey, he's back! No. What happened?
Oh, no, Grimbo.
Grimbo!
Grimbo, drink too much. Oh no! Oh, Grimbo! Oh, Grimbo, come back to me! Come back to me, Grimbo!
Oh! Hello?
Hey, anyone home?
Not anymore.
We noticed that the tracking chip in your last Macaulay Culkin head bus broke, so we brought you your emergency replacement. Oh, wow.
This looks like my
What
room.
happened here?
Sorry. I mean, I was playing these video games based on food, and I guess things got a little carried away.
Oh my God. I see now. I finally get it. It's all clear.
What?
The true meaning of Thanksgiving isn't food.
What?
Thanks. Or family.
Thanks for the food. That be me every year.
For being a good, balanced person with personal responsibility.
Yeah.
It's that video games cause everything that's wrong in the world. Like obesity, real-life violence, and misogyny.
That makes perfect sense. I see now. Thank you. It's hilarious.
God bless the U.S. media.
Amen.
A lot of you come to me asking how to make a YouTube video, or just a video in general, really. Well, it just so happens my sponsor for this episode, lynda.com, has all the answers you seek. Anything ranging from software questions to the more creative questions. They just so happen to give wonderful tutorials on Adobe Premiere, Adobe After Effects, and Photoshop, all of which...
When I first started editing videos a long time ago for my other channel, I downloaded After Effects because I thought that it was Premiere, and then I started like actually trying to edit in After Effects, and it was excruciatingly painful.
which we use here at JonTron. But that's not all. Primarily,
know
they're an
that
online
wasn't the
learning
way other
platform
people
that
did
has over
it.
3,800 on-demand video courses on everything ranging from learning how to run or start a business, learning a new technology, or just learning how to do this.
What? Can anybody in chat do laser eyes? Should I have been taking classes from Homelander?
But if you go to lynda.com/JonTron, you can get a 10-day free trial, no strings attached. I'm telling you, these are some really quality tutorials that'll help you a lot. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope lynda.com helps you sharpen your personal or professional skills. Just don't sharpen it too much, because then you'll become a blade. You might hurt somebody.
That was awesome. I definitely feel like this is one of the most unhinged videos I've seen him do. Rest in peace, Grimbo. Can we get some rip in the chat for him? Thank you so much for watching. I super appreciate it. If you're new here, remember to subscribe and like the video because it helps me out, and check out the original. Also, if you would like to use code Berry at checkout for 10% off your Gamer Subs order, it helps me when they get a Booba Cup, so I would also super appreciate that. Anyways, have a great evening. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.